What is up, Light Fam? Welcome to another video. My name is David, your spiritual awakening coach, here to help you through your spiritual awakening. Now, after my last two videos on spirit guides, I've received numerous requests to do a video on spirit animals. And knowing your spirit animals can be a powerful tool in your spiritual toolbox to help you on your journey of knowing yourself, as well as putting you on the path to your life purpose with all of the encouragement and protection that you could ever want. So let's dive into this topic of spirit animals so that you can get familiar with the guidance and insight that may be showing up right under your nose that you may have never noticed before. Let's go. Okay guys, so what is a spirit animal? A spirit animal is an animal that shares the same vibrational frequency as your core traits, qualities, desires, purpose, needs, strengths, and weaknesses. And if this is the case, we can look to that spirit animal for greater insight into our own makeup. And it also lets us know where we are vibrationally in that particular moment. So if you have a particular animal that keeps showing up repeatedly in your life, take note of that. Now, I am using the term animal to include everything, so fish and insects as well. But a spirit animal will show up with a particular message based on what you need in that moment. When your spirit animal makes an appearance in your life, stop and think about what you were thinking about in that particular moment. What was the context of the situation? Were you pondering a question? Is there a common theme every time your spirit animal shows up? For example, let's say you're at a place in your life where you're really needing some courage. Now all of a sudden the lion shows up in your physical experience. Well, hopefully not literally, unless you're at a safe distance. But you'll start seeing lions everywhere and anywhere. You know, you might ask someone to pull an oracle card for you, and coincidentally, that card happens to be a lion, right? Or maybe you are having trouble trusting the process and you need some inspiration staying consistent. Well, now maybe the hummingbird shows up with a message to say, keep going, stay persistent, you're almost there, keep showing up. Or maybe you're at a place in your life where you need to fly above the storm and take the high road. Well, now you might start seeing eagles all over the place. The eagle is the only bird that flies above the storm, and all the other birds scatter and seek shelter. We are all energetic creatures, and we all have a main core frequency that is the authentic and unique essence of our energetic makeup. But we also have these minor frequencies which tend to oscillate more than our core frequency depending upon what we're going through in our life at the time. So the spirit animals that show up are more aligned with these minor frequencies, which tend to fluctuate a little bit more because those frequencies give more feedback of where we currently are. So these spirit animals can be interchangeable throughout the different phases of your life. Well, now you say, what about our core frequency? Is there a spirit animal for our core frequency? Ah, yes. That is your totem spirit animal. So your totem spirit animal is your lifelong partner, guide, and protector. That's a vibrational match to your true, authentic essence. Do you want to know what your totem animal is? Well, is there a particular animal, again, fish and insects included, that you have an unexplainable affinity for? An animal that you're strongly drawn to? Or maybe there's an emotional connection to that animal that you just can't explain. Or maybe you identify as that animal on some level. This is most likely your totem animal. So we all need a particular type of energy throughout our life to help us with our life purpose. And Native Americans say that your totem spirit animal carries a particular medicine. So this medicine is the traits, abilities, and gifts that help you take control of your life and live life on your terms. But since your spirit animal is the same as you, this means that you also have that same medicine. And that makes us ask the question, What is your totem spirit animal asking you to be brave enough to share with the rest of the world today, Light Fam? Oftentimes, your totem spirit animal is your perception of your greatest version. So this animal represents all of the traits that you have openly accepted and have put on display for the rest of the world to see. So this is usually represented by an animal that is very socially accepted, an animal that's usually very beautiful and strong and majestic and regal. But there's much more to your energetic makeup than the mask that you wear to the world. Just as the same as there's more to your energetic makeup than just your sun sign. So you also have a shadow self. Yes. You know, we have to mention the shadow here at Lightways, right, Light Fam? So yes, you actually have a shadow totem animal that carries all of the traits that you have repressed in the shadows, all the traits that you don't want the rest of the world to see. How do you know what your shadow totem animal is? Well, is there any animal that scares the living bejesus out of you? Is there any animal that causes an irrational fear and instant repulsion within you as soon as you see it? And what are you doing in that instant? You're rejecting it as not you, the same that you do your shadow. So what traits and abilities does that particular animal carry? Do you have arachnophobia? Well, look within and see if there are certain aspects of the spider within you that you don't want the rest of the world to know about. Can you be a scary, calculated hunter that meticulously and precisely manipulates that web to ensnare your prize and get what you want? Or maybe you're deathly afraid of snakes. Can you be cold-blooded and sneaky and inject people with venom when you feel that you've been slighted? Now, of course, I'm not judging here. I'm just giving you guys the breadcrumbs that you need to do the introspection to see what it is that you are repressing. When you know the shadow aspects of yourself, you can then integrate those traits and transmute those traits into traits that actually help your life in a positive way and maybe even empower your fellow human in the process. And this brings you into a higher state of wholeness and completeness because there's not an aspect of yourself that you're denying. Spirit animals offer amazing insight into self-mastery, knowing yourself, including your shadows, as well as what you are vibrationally needing on your current timeline. So the showing up of these animal consciousnesses lets you know that you are supported and protected and guided by the universe at large. So I recommend and encourage all of you guys to do your own research on spirit animals. Now, I can offer a resource. A website that has been invaluable to me over many years now is whatismyspiritanimal.com. I'll also link that in the description below. I am not affiliated with that site in any way, shape, or form. This person doesn't even know I'm giving them a shout out. It's just that this website has been invaluable to me for many years now, where I will have to go and check what is the message that I'm getting. Like when, you know, a rare animal for where I live pops up out of the clear blue sky, you know, I'll be driving and a fox runs across the road. When do I ever see a fox, right? So I have to see what a fox means. And this was very instrumental in helping me figure out what my totem animal is, as well as the messages of the different spirit animals, as well as my shadow totem animals. So I think you guys will find it an invaluable resource, as I have for many years now, as I said. Now, question of the day. What is your totem spirit animal, Light Fam? And again, if you're not sure, just think about your favorite animal and then see if your core traits matches the traits of that animal. This should make for a pretty interesting conversation down in the comments below. If you want to work with me one-on-one, we can work through Zoom. Check the description for that. Remember to follow me over on Instagram. Shoot me a question. Might make a video out of your question _Lightways. And other than that, I will see all of you guys in the next video. Light, love, and abundance to all that are watching, and to all you love. Peace, guys.